Yes, I'm very happy with it.
Teamwork.
We might get lost. We'll just use our phones to find the way home.
No such thing as getting lost anymore these days.
The car is disgusting. I have slobber and sand everywhere.
Even though they advertise it as streak-free, it's really not streak-free. But I learned a trick from a glass cleaner, a window cleaner. Bacalhau a Gomes de Sá.
Bacalhau a Gomes de Sá. Portuguese for what I know.
If any of you,
This is a dish.
if any of you are out there that are Portuguese, please forgive us our butchering of the name of this dish.
Please.
I've had this dish before. I used to live in the Portuguese neighborhood of Toronto, up at Dufferin and DuPont. There was a huge Brazilian and Portuguese community there. During World Cup, it would always be crazy in that neighborhood. Lots of cars, lots of flags, lots of honking.
Lots of noise and happiness.
That's right. We were close to Little Italy as well. There was celebration from all sides. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Anyway, so in that neighborhood, Portuguese neighborhood, I was able to try this dish then. Here we are, trying it here in Keswick.
Yes, I'm excited. I actually have been to Portugal, but I don't recall if I've ever had this. I never heard the name. I had a lot of other very delicious Portuguese food.
I bet.
But I don't recall if I've had this, so I'm excited to try it.
So we did a little bit of a variation on this. We used a little bit less potato than you normally would. And the black olives that we use are of a type that Johanna enjoys.
I'm very particular with my olives. That's actually the only olive that I would eat.
Yeah, I would say that's particular for sure. This is the only olive.
Yes, they're sun-dried black olives.
And we put a lot of coriander there. I think normally it's...
I love coriander.
Yes, you do.
I love coriander.
Normally it's parsley, I believe. Otherwise it's pretty legit. Oh, we also left the potato skin on because that's where a lot of nutritional value resides, is in the skin of potato. Again, those of you who are Portuguese out there, please forgive us for butchering not only your language, but the dish.
The original. We just made a variation on it.
Shall we give it a try?
Oh, yeah. It's like salty, but yet the egg flavor and the onions and the egg comes through.
The cod has a very distinctive flavor for sure, because it's salted cod. It's a very strong flavor. It's rich. as cod usually is. You know, you can use fresh cod with this recipe as well. You know, I think could use a little bit more olive oil on there. To me, it tastes a little bit dry. We could have drizzled more olive oil on there. We ran out of olive oil, unfortunately. We go through so much of that stuff.
We do.
Yeah, are you happy with this?
Yes, I'm very happy with
Teamwork.
We should do this again.
Definitely.
This is very, very tasty.
We got the fish at Costco. It came as like, there's probably about 3 pounds of dried salted codfish in the package. This is half of it, and we have another half that we can use next time.
And we'll have like a lot.
Yes, we can take it for lunch. We can do all sorts of stuff with it. Meal prep. I love it when we can have lots of food left over that we can take for lunch or have it the next day.
Yes, because I love stuff like that is easy to eat because I'm in my car a lot.
It will travel well, I think. So that's a big plus.
And I also think it's okay to eat cold.
A thumbs up for Bacalhau Gomes de Sá.
Bacalhau a la Gomes de Sá or...
It's a sunny Saturday. Beautiful weather, nice and warm, 19 degrees Celsius. Clear skies. And we didn't have plans for this afternoon. Johanna thought it might be a good idea to explore a trail that we've heard about. It leads pretty much from our place all the way to the water side.
To Lake Simcoe.
That's what we heard anyway. We're not sure if it does, but we'll find out.
We might get lost, but you know, we'll just use our phones to find the way home.
No such thing as getting lost anymore these days.
But it's nice to explore history together.
Yeah.
Today, it's the big day of cleaning the car day. I have just vaguely vacuumed it over the winter, and since I'm running a dog walking company, the car is disgusting inside. I have, you know, just taking the sand out and some vaguely dog hair during the winter, but now today is the big spring cleaning of the car. I have slobber and sand everywhere in the back car and dog hair, as you could think that I do, obviously, with lots of dogs in the car every day. So I'm going to take you guys to the car wash today.
You are now ready to enter the car wash.
used a lot of different ways of cleaning auto glass, Windex being the most common one. Even though they advertise it as streak-free, it's really not streak-free. I would have to do it a couple of times to clean all the residue off the inside of my windshield. But I learned a trick from a glass cleaner, a window cleaner, and that was to just use just a little bit of dish soap on a microfiber rag. The dish soap is really good at cutting grease. Once you give it a wipe, you just give it another pass with a dry, clean microfiber cloth, like magic. Voila, it's perfectly clean. No expensive Windex to use, no extra plastic bottles, no extra chemicals. None of that is necessary. Just what you have in the house already. Dish soap. There we go. Done. Once all the interior glass surfaces are done, I'll move on to the other surfaces, which are more dirty. That way I have the cleanest water for the glass, and then the dirtier water for the dirtier surfaces.